Good morning, YouTube. This is Remarkable Queen Inspiration, wrapping up the Vision series. So today I'm just going to go over some of the things I talked about for the last 4 days. So I'm going to start talking about the topic entitled Vision Series Level 3. So the first day I talked about what is your vision for your life, and I gave you 10 points. Purpose, fulfillment, passion, driven, motivation, ambition, heart, determination, willpower, and energetic. In this series, I talked about what is the vision and how you staying positive in that whole aspect. Are you staying positive in the purpose, fulfillment, the passion, the driven, the motivation, ambition, the hard time, the determination of time, the willpower, the energetic? Are you staying positive through those 10 characteristics? Next point I talked about, can you describe in details how you feel about your vision? So I talked about 5 points: hopefully, positive, grateful, honor, and joyful. Are you staying positive in how you're feeling during your vision fiasco? And the next point, which I talked about yesterday, was yeah, what growth have you taken from this vision? And I talked about the learning, the expanding my mind, wide variety of choices, feeling worthy and faithfully. And yesterday I added a little bit something different to the segment of Vision series. I kind of gave you a question about what is challenging for you. And I talked about those different points, and I illustrated a demonstration of an obstacle course like the Ninja Warriors, for those of you who have watched that show. And I talked about it in a series of events. And how you went from one level to the next challenge, and then you got to the last two challenges more challenging, and you kind of questioned yourself and kind of was having a little shaky give and go type of thing. And when I talked about these things, this should come to you as if I really have these issues in my life. And you having these issues in your life, that's something you should address head on. Don't sit there and say, oh, I'm going to push it back this week. I'm going to push it back tomorrow. Tomorrow and the day after, the week after, is not promising, ladies and gentlemen. So today, as I wrap up this series, I'm going to give you 3 scriptures that kind of just minister to you in your soul. So the first scripture I want to give you is Job 15:12. It says, what has taken away your reason? Okay. And what has weakened your vision? So in this particular scripture, it's giving you a question. What has taken away your reason? So in the vision series, what are some of the things that you are facing that has taken away your reason? And the next part is what has weakened your vision? What are some of the things right now as you move forward to the vision in your life that has stopped you? I can give you a couple of points on that. The first one is giving up hope. You're stop believing. You're not trusting. You're not pulling your full all into it. And you're not able to understand why you're having these emotions. And the reason why you're weakened is because you feel like you don't amount to the next level that you are reaching. And 2, you feel this guilty feeling that, hey, if I don't do it, hey, nothing happens, I'm good. But in true reality, if you don't fulfill something in your life that you really have a passion for, why are you still complaining about your life? You can still have a 9-to-5 job and work through that vision, right? You can still work at a job, and then when you finally got to that place when you're ready to take a leap of faith and go forth and pursue your purpose on, you already got some money saved up for a whole at least 6 months to a year. Make sure you pay your bills, make sure you have everything taken. So you're putting a little money aside every month. While you're working on your job, you put money aside, and then you're working on your vision. And then you're working on your vision, you don't let that reason stop you. You let that reason develop you and move. You don't let that weakened vision define you. You turn that weak vision into an empowering vision. Psalm 6:7 says, my vision is blurred by grief. My eyes are worn out because of all my enemies. So when you're in a place where your vision is blurry and you're grieving, that means sorrow and pain, you don't see the whole outcome of what's going on because you're paying attention to all the people that don't like you. You're paying attention to this man, you're paying attention to this woman, you're paying attention to all these group of people that you feel all their attacks come. The only reason why the attacks come because greatness lives in you. They're trying to stop you from getting there. They're trying to block you from getting there. And behind every no, there is a yes at the end of the equation. But you have to keep pressing through these dark moments and these dark times and these dark elevational moments. You can't sit here and say, man, I'm going to give up at one time. No, that is the point where you sit down and really strengthen yourself in areas like this where you're breathing, when you feel like you're not going to move on and you're not going to give up. And that ties into the next scripture. Daniel chapter 10, verse 2 talks about when the vision came to me. Daniel was talking about a vision that came to him. I, Daniel, had been in mourning. That means crying and in sorrow and sulking about this episode. So how many of y'all had a vision that came to you, but you sulked about it? And when you sulked about it, you really didn't want to move forward with it because you feel like it wasn't going anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we all have had episodes and times in our lives where we feel like our vision won't come to pass. Our situation won't be moved forward. We're stuck in a place where it's going to always be the same. I come to encourage you, when you look beyond that era and that mistake in your life and begin to understand that, hey, if I didn't have these emotional developments, how can I get to the next? How can I move to the vision stage? How can I move to the growth stage? How can I do the building and strengthening all of these areas that you see weak? In this vision series, I want you to identify these certain things that you see about yourself that is weakening you to move forward. What are some of the things right now that you're feeling that is not going to move in your positive direction? What are some of the things right now you feel that is going to take you to a level where you're feeling uncomfortable? How will you ever know what being uncomfortable is if you stand in the same spot? I'm going to say that again. How will you know what uncomfortable is if you're staying in the same spot? And if you're staying in the same spot, going back to the same behaviors, you're going to repeat the process over and over again. It's like running a maze or running a track. When you run around the track, so many times you get yourself tired because you're getting the same results. But if you take that track and walk around that track and have a different perspective of yourself, you begin to see the vision in a whole different way, a whole different form, a whole different shape, simply because you're not running around that track thinking about the repeating stage. You're thinking about the elevating stage, the growing stage, and the processing stage. This vision series is going to take you to a whole new channel, a whole new world, a whole new frame of mind. So when you see these things come at you, you start to reframe your mind from those thoughts and start to educate yourself, start to research some stuff, start to identify some things that you keep repeating time and time again to better educate yourself, to better further yourself, to better grow yourself and strengthen yourself in areas that you still struggle on a daily basis. If you keep listening to the same people over and over again, they're going to always pour in negativity in your spirit. When you start getting around people that's going to pour positive stuff in your life and pour into you the way you want to be poured into, and I'm talking about your needs, not what you want. Your needs are being poured into the right way. You have a good amount of strength. You have a good amount of leeway to understand that, hey, I don't want the same people keep telling me I'm not going to amount to them. I don't want the same people telling me I'm not going to be anything. I need some people that's going to take me to the next level, into a higher level, to grow in a place in my life that I will be able to exceed to the next level, to the capacity that is cease. And when you say cease, that means beyond, increase. A lot of us need to increase our volume of our vision. The way God looked at our vision, we should feel the same way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this YouTube broadcast. I am Remarkable Queen Inspiration, On Time Ministry and TTS 1000. I have wrapped up this series, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate those who've been tuning into my Anchor podcast, my IG, which is TTS 1000, as well as my YouTube channel. I love every one of y'all. And the next scheduled broadcast I have for this segment will be in the month of July. So I'll have a video to promote my next broadcast on One Time Ministry and TTS 1000 on YouTube. So if you haven't followed me on IG, you can follow me on TTS 1000. If you haven't followed me on Facebook, I have a group page, which is TTS 1000. You can like my business page, which is On Time Ministry. You can follow me on Anchor Podcast, which I have an Anchor Podcast. You can follow me on Spotify. You can follow me on Apple Podcasts as well as Google Podcasts. I have a website and I have things that you can reach out to me. I have contacts that you reach out to me. My email's on there, my phone number's on there. So you can reach out to me in various areas. Again, my name is Trisha Johnson. I am the founder of this fabulous ministry. Everyone have a blessed and safe Sunday, and I will see y'all back here next month with a new series.